I even pull out the earpiece so it
Hey,
doesn't.
everybody ready? What's going on?
Royce.
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 Oh,
Hey.
hey guys.
Yeah. Can you tell
Uh,
tell the
I gotta
billionaires
go.
you'll talk to them later? Yes.
All
We've got
right,
after
let's
the bell
go.
to do here. And it's a Thursday.
It's
It's
a
not a Wednesday
Thursday.
edition. That's right. That's right. All right. Let's go ahead and get this going. I'm Darin with Arbitrage Trade, and this is After the Bell Thursday edition. And because of business, and there goes the light. See, that light doesn't stay on too long. Whatever. You can still see me. I'm feeling a little bit better for those who care. My guests are Daniel Hopwood, top right-hand corner in his fancy little office there. He got promoted from his corner he was in last week. We've got Josh Morgan, JPM at the bottom left. We don't have time for all these asides. And the bottom right,
But we do.
and we will. And the bottom right, with his head peeking up over the bottom of the screen, is Royce.
Hold on to make this better.
There you go.
Hey
Don't
neighbor.
just-
Hey neighbor. Hey
Nailed
neighbor.
it.
What was that, Kilroy, the thing with its head?
I'm thinking of what was it? Home
Home Improvement.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Next door
hey,
neighbor.
hey.
There you go. Let me quickly do
All right.
disclosure here. We are not financial advisors, and this is not financial advice. This information provided is surely for educational and entertainment purposes only. Please always consult an investment professional before making any financial decisions. Yay.
Never.
And-
Yay.
So let's go on. Let's jump right in. Let's jump right into the market, aka the world, aka the Middle East. What's going on? We're getting distractions everywhere, whether it be it went from Russia, Ukraine to the Middle East. It just seems like it's all planned, but I mean, it may or may not be. But the market doesn't know what to do. The VIX goes way up to 30, 35, back down to 20.
It's
I guess I
beautiful.
need to go ahead. I need to give the numbers.
Volatility is our friend.
Dow Jones 48,185. That's plus 0.58. S&P 500 6824 plus 0.62. It really wants 7,000. Nasdaq we got 22,822. It loves 23,000, and it's up plus 0.83. We got the dollar at 98. It's come down a little bit, 98.6. Which is a good radio station. And we've got gold at 47.91, and it's rising. Silver is rising again at 75.43. We got crude oil at 98.02. And Brent at 96.48. Those have switched. You got crude oil now more expensive than Brent, and it has been the other way around. So I'd be interested to know the history of that when that actually is higher than crude oil, or when crude oil is higher than Brent.
Don't do it.
Yeah, I know. And the 10 years at 4.27, and that is lower. We got Bitcoin going up at 72.391. It finally got out of its 69 range. We've got Ethereum at 2212. It's been going down and kind of doing some weird things up and down. We got XRP at 1.35, which finally it broke out of its very low 129 to 131 range. So I don't know what's normal or not with the markets anymore. So what do you got to say, Daniel?
Everything is
Yeah. We gapped up 2.5% on the S&P on the ceasefire news. Keep in mind, this is not a peace agreement. This is a 2-week ceasefire. And, it jumped into, and even today, traded into a really interesting point. In my Substack 2 weeks ago, I talked about the S&P on the intermediate band. And right now it is trading right back up into the intermediate RSI. And last week, Royce talked about the arbitrage band on the weekly, and the compass is literally $1 under the arbitrage RSI, right? So it wants to go for the flip. So if there wasn't overhead resistance before, this is the ultimate test of, whether or not we're going to resume an uptrend, or if this is just the biggest draw in trade for everybody, and really it's just a dead cat bounce.
Woo! Yep.
Now I will say, from just real quick, from a macro perspective, oil did go from 113 to high 90s and is now trading back to 100. That does not indicate to me that the market is confident that this is about to be over. Because if you read the news, ships are still not going through the strait, even though we have a ceasefire.
That is true.
No one wants to be
because
first.
Well, it's because Israel keeps attacking. Who are they attacking now? Palestine?
Yemen?
What is it? I don't. They're still doing. They're off on their little tangent, and evidently there was actually an up and down twice with this whole peace agreement thing. So it's almost like they're doing this on purpose to catch people. I don't know. It's weird what's going on. They're planning out what's being said in the media, because we all know that the media filters through the algorithms, and so they can say whatever they want to make a market move up or down. At least temporarily. Here we go. What was I going to bring up though? Something that was. Oh yeah, the 50-day and the 200. Is the 50 now coming into the 200? It's like I saw somebody bring that up earlier somewhere else, that it's a weird point where they're all three right there close now.
No, because we've ripped so hard, the 50 is now pointing up.
Okay. Yay! That's a good thing.
Well, I
They've
just
not gotten the death cross.
That's what
Actually,
I was
not
say.
even that close.
At one point, this was in the last week, I thought they were, and I guess it depends on what time frame you're using, but it was close.
It was heading that direction, but these last 2 days have really picked up the moving average.
It went up so high, so fast, so hard. Like you have to take that at least a grain of salt. Like you can't trust a lot of that, because it could very well ricochet back down.
100%. 100%.
So what would you put your chips on the table, Josh?
As far as what is concerned.
So like, if you saw this happen, do you like give it a week, give it 2 weeks, say, okay, it needs to cool off, figure out what the average amount it moves, and say, okay, let's divide it over a couple of days, figure that out?
Well, let's start simple. It's taken 2 days for it to go this hard up. Let's give it another 2 days to see where it pans out. Like I would, in general, I would give it a week, just to kind of see. I mean, I feel like, and especially the way that these things have been flowing, it does feel like you need at least an entire week for all of this to be digested, because a lot of this news seems to be released after hours on the weekends. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then kind of go from there. And then, market reaction on Monday, and then it gets digested back on Wednesday. And we'll, again, yes, a week.
A week. That's fair. And isn't this Passover week as well?
Yes.
I believe so. So we had Easter for us last week. It's Passover so yeah, don't trust anything in the market right now.
So the 2 weekends, next weekend, I guess. So that gives them plenty of time to jerk it up and down and all around between now and then.
Passover week was this week.
Yeah.
So this is the last day of Passover.
Yes, the last day of Passover. Yep.
Right. Good call.
So the first week of the ceasefire.
So what does Royce think is going to happen?
With what?
The market.
Oh, I think it's going to doink. I think it's going to bounce and come back up again. It shot up too fast.
He used his word. He used Josh's word.
Josh doinked last week. Royce doinks this week.
Who's doinking next week?
He's just catching up.
Ooh.
Don't get fired.
So, no, what's going to happen with the ceasefire?
Hey.
What's going to happen with the ceasefire?
They're not going to fire.
Is it going to be broken? Is it going to be broken? Is the Strait of Hormuz going to be opened up?
Nah, we'll resume fire in 2 weeks. Have you seen the 10 the 10 demands that Iran wants?
Dude,
they're like, I got to be honest, it's like pretty funny. Like,
what did they ask?
They like
Mark bills.
They want to be like able to like enrich uranium for power reasons. Like they want to control the Strait of Hormuz. They want to like put like a toll there where like they own it more or less. Like they want all of the sanctions released against them and like back into the monetary system. Just like a bunch of things that like they didn't even have before. It's just kind of
they still want the payment. They want reparations for all of the atrocities that have been done to them, and then they want to be able to like they want to turn the strait into a toll booth. They want all the sanctions financially lifted. They want all of their frozen assets gone, like their frozen assets to be
given back to them.
Iran. But
that is quite a lot of assets, to be fair.
Yeah. The biggest one is they want the entire, they want all of the combat forces out of the entire Middle East gone.
All U.S. forces out of the Middle East.
From the entire Middle East. Just think of the implications of that particular objective.
Hey, if you don't ask, you don't get, right?
But I mean, it is. It's just that's why
can't blame a guy for trying, huh?
Right?
Yeah, you gotta shoot your shot. You absolutely have to shoot your shot. But it almost feels like as much as they accused the U.S. of giving in, of the negotiations being just posturing, or nothing about it was serious. These demands also feel like the inverse of that, or at least their version of that. It's like there is absolutely no way in hell that all of these demands are going to be given into, not even to a small degree.
Not unless the U.S. gets money out of it. And they were talking about the paying tolls to go through the Hormuz being paid in crypto, and that would be and then I could see Trump saying, as long as we get X%, then sure, we'll do that. And that's a way to make money for the whole world.
You must pay in Trump coin.
Right.
For all of eternity.
It is so sad that we've gotten to this point that actually doesn't seem that far-fetched.
No,
it's not that ridiculous of a comment.
Right, right. If you can dream it, it could happen. The North America, we're trying to be self-sufficient, so we don't have to worry about the other parts of the world, and then they can just battle amongst themselves from here on out. And we'll just do everything within our country or within our continent, 2 continents, and make it all America. So I don't know. I don't know what the grand plans are, but this little ceasefire is only going to be a little moment in time. It might be the what starts everything that's supposed to happening. You said something about U.S. job. Are we really going to talk about jobs again? Are you going to say something about jobs?
Yeah, and then you can chirp about it afterwards. So last month we added 178,000 jobs, which is a very big reversal from the 113,000 jobs we lost in February, which I'll add was also revised down by an additional 41,000 jobs. So really, that number is like 150 jobs we lost. So in other words, I cannot wait for the March revision down next month. But that resulted in a drop of unemployment by 0.1%. So it did go down tiny bit. So, for all of the worrying about the economy we have done, it's back, guys. The market's up. People are employed again.
Hey, it didn't even hurt.
There's a ceasefire. Bitcoin's at 71 and finally holding it.
Yeah. Second quarter GDP, terrible. They're saying the third quarter is going to be good, though, back to 4.4%. But then they revised the fourth quarter back down to terrible. So I don't even look at it anymore.
Doesn't matter. The revisions, do they matter?
I just wanted to bring some positive news to this.
I mean, if the revisions don't matter, then do the actual numbers that are released every
exactly
matter?
Exactly.
Do remember revisions don't get factored back into the unemployment rate
until it's the end of the year, and then you do the benchmark, and then everybody's like, "Oh, wow." Because if you go back and look, the last 12 calendar months, 10 of them have been revised down by significant margins. Then year end, we revised, or we were like, oh wait, we were almost 900,000 jobs off the mark for the year.
Yeah.
That's, not that that's a significant number or anything, but
yeah,
a million's pretty big, all things considered.
Yeah, being facetious.
Lots of sarcasm there.
All right, so let's move on to the world economy, I guess, and the fact that, and I have seen several stories on this within the past week, which is this whole oil, helium, and fertilizer is going to become a huge problem unless this strait gets open, and it's already done damage by being closed this long. But that it's good. People are not having any fertilizer.
What? There are no horses in the rest of the world? Come on.
And then
No,
helium, I
no,
forget
it's
what
from
it
the
is.
natural gas.
Yeah.
Now,
Like, what the hell?
Darin, just remember, before you start storing fertilizer in your backyard, that'll end you up on a terrorist watch list, okay?
Oh, that's Royce's
So
home, not mine. So
only have so
Nice.
much.
Little info.
my name's not on that house.
You'll still be on the list.
Right?
And that's
What's the helium, though? It's important.
23.6. Oh, no. No.
I believe helium's used in the process of making like chips.
right? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that and
It's used in the fab process.
yeah, speaking of fab, Elon Musk has his little fab factory now for chips, and so he's going to need helium, etc. And there's not enough chips out there for everything that needs to be done, so that's why he's making his own. And he got a partnership with someone just recently as well for his Texas plant that's going to start making chips. Let's go. Anything else in there? What's this 45 years ago thing you're talking about here?
Oh,
Big beautiful bill. There we go.
So there were some good things Jamie Dimon said and some bad things, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, the bad things are war, commodity limitations, global deficits keep growing, and the potential stress of private credit, right? But the good things, which I'm sure Darin doesn't believe, is that we are more energy independent now than we were 45 years ago, i.e. oil prices don't hurt us as much as they do other countries. Big Beautiful Bill, which is $300 billion, is the equivalent to 1% GDP. So as that feeds into the economy, it'll continue to support. And the Fed is repurchasing $40 billion in securities each month.
There it is.
There is some underlying support to the economy and the market.
Yep. Corporate governance. I'm still waiting on that blog.
The corporate.
It's not a government anymore.
I told you that I couldn't find enough conspiracy information about that.
A corporation. No, I did. I sent you that. Anyway, yeah, that the securities is. I mean, it's just a circle, just like the whole tech circle. We've got one that's between the banks and all the tech people. So I mean, it's basically just a huge circle between all of those people. Not that we hate that here. Let's move on to AI trade turns to security. So we're having a problem. Is this where you're worried about quantum?
No.
Okay.
We're worried about the next Anthropic release.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, go ahead. Give us the base on this one then.
All right. So Anthropic has a new model called Mythos. I don't know how to say it.
Mythos sounds
right. And them running this model, essentially, for whatever reason, this model is very good at finding vulnerabilities in software. So Linux kernels, some of like the most secure open source operating system project have all found like huge 0-day vulnerabilities that have been there for like 27 years or something. And so the concern here is that if this model would be released into the world and bad actors get a hold of it, is that they would just be able to more or less hack anything. So Anthropic announced a project called Project Glasswing, which brings together companies like Amazon, Google, Apple, NVIDIA, and security partners like CrowdStrike and Apollo Network to bring a bunch of money and resources together to try to patch a bunch of the different security holes that they have found in those operating systems, security software, and even major browsers like Chrome before it gets released into the wild and causes mayhem around the world. And
never happened.
No, never. You don't have to worry about quantum. Apparently, just the next layman's LLM is going to blow up the world. You don't have to worry about war. But on that news, CrowdStrike and Apollo Networks jumped. And these are like mega cap companies, jumped 7% on the day, and of course they hit upper resistance and are now trading down back to where they were 3 days ago when this was announced. But this was like in my opinion, a pretty big story because, you have the major operating systems of the world finding, security flaws that are 27 years old is like pretty interesting. Honestly, it's like
and no one noticed.
It's like, and so the fact that they're putting I think it was $100 million behind this project to try to patch up everything and, get all these companies that are competitors together to make sure the world doesn't end when it's released. I thought it was pretty interesting.
Well, it's not even that no one noticed. It's the fact that these particular vulnerabilities have been sent through like 100,000s of different instances of testing, like trying to find a loophole. And all of a sudden that Mythos has found it in, however, I don't know when it was originally released versus when it was built, but that it's found it within I would assume the last like 4 months, where this thing is, these vulnerabilities have been tested for 25 to 45 years. And now all of a sudden it's come up with something that's that advanced that it can find these that quickly if you release this out into the wild, and it gets into the wrong hands, which, kudos to Anthropic for actually trying to take a stand and do the right thing. And hats off to them.
I think one of the things I saw, Josh, was I forget what system they were like looking at, but essentially they were just like telling it to go like, hey, just like go find vulnerabilities. And it found, and they had like another team of people like doing it manually. And the human team found like 2. And in the same time that the human team did that, the new model found 852 vulnerabilities.
It's
like, probably patched a couple along the way too.
Yikes!
I don't know, guys.
Brave
I think,
new world.
I can't help but think this has been out there and that they did know about it, but now they've got to try to get all the money into what's been going downhill, which is the software and the security. And now they need to move everything over to that. And then they need to have the money from the government into this to spend for it. And they're already doing the stories about the quantum and how it's going to basically destroy Bitcoin and all the other crypto, because it's going to instantly be able to get into your systems and steal your Bitcoin. That it's going to be very quick on all those. What is it? 20 different. I don't have Bitcoin. Is it 20 different phrases or whatever it is in Bitcoin?
They're 24.
Okay, 24. I was close.
But the cool thing is about that is, as long as you have never exposed your public key to the network, it's almost impossible to crack. But if you have, then if you received and sent from any Bitcoin wallet, it's probably hacked.
Yeah,
which is another reason Coinbase went down. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, we get all these breaches of security through everything else, all of our information, whether it be government or anything else. It almost feels like they're working in a partnership to make more money. I don't know.
You know me. See it that way.
Got the hat. Hey, it's the best in security of your job is to allow someone to get into these things so that they can use your services, and it's a big circle. Anyway. I think that's it. I think that is the last thing. You got anything else you want to join or to add on to this, Daniel or Josh? Or
no, we got to keep it quick this week. Josh just got vacation.
We do, right? We're all supposed to feel sorry for him.
Yes, okay. Blame it on me.
He's got to get on the fly.
Oh man.
All right, guys. Well, let's go ahead and jump off. And the world could be changed in a matter of a second. And we have 7 days to wait to do this again. So,
no pick for the week.
Oh, that's right. Yes, you did. You had one.
I changed my mind. We're gonna do CIFR.
Oh man, now we gotta do it. We had the channels for the other one.
What the hell?
We had the channels for the other one.
Well, Royce can come up with them very fast.
Right? Like, it's not like it's my job or anything.
It's like he invented the system.
Notebook.
Bro.
All right, what's the name of it?
CIFR.
The range is going to be 50% of this stock.
Which, by the way, Daniel is undefeated.
Excellent. All right.
I guess 3 different points. That would be the first week he won. The second week he won that same one again, and then he won the new one. So
Should have
however
put
that
some
point
like
system is.
strangles on these trades and made some money.
Right. All right. Where's my dashboard? Where's my dashboard? There's my dashboard. I don't have any numbers. Boom. There we are. All right.
Okay.
All right. Can you see the
let me
dashboard?
Kinda.
Yes, maybe no. All right, let's see.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on, I can make it large. Not sure if that did it. Yeah, it's redrawing. It's about to be huge. Obnoxiously big. Huge. Bigly.
Bigly.
No comment.
There you go. Look at that.
Let's-
Look at
let's
that.
speed this
Huge.
up.
All right. So,
Calm down, Josh. Calm down.
I
all
know.
right.
I swear I'm an adult.
All right, so it looks like we got about a $17, $18 top and about a $10 to $11 bottom.
That's what I said.
Yep.
So
There you
18
go.
to 10 would be 8, and that'd be 2 each.
All right,
We'll
there
make
you
it
go.
easy.
I like easy. All right, so go ahead. Pick Daniel.
I want what would it be? You said $2 each?
You $2
Yeah,
each.
16 to 18.
The top then.
Okay, he's taking the top.
Royce?
All right, I'm going to take 16 to 14.
I knew it. See, we're going to get shut out like this every week. You knew this. It's part of the plan.
Josh?
They're going to do this every week.
And I'll take right under Royce, I guess.
Yep. No surprise there.
Strategery. Hey, but I will say, I will say this, Josh. You're closer to the middle this time. There's a
I mean, I
chance.
get it, but I mean, the only saving grace is that this has, I mean, it's been topping out. So unless it's consolidating, which it, maybe Darin gets a couple of wins out of this one.
Right?
We'll see. We'll see. I'll be looking for delisting. Let's delist.
I mean, that's what I'm saying,
Damn.
like,
Automatic the rest of the year. All right.
You guys.
Don't worry, this thing
All right,
ain't
guys.
delisting.
Are you back next week, Josh, or you're on vacation?
yeah,
Next
I'm
week?
just, I'm only going through Monday.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
We will shoot for Wednesday next week then.
I'll be in West
see what's
Palm
going
Beach
on.
Monday.
Oh,
So-
that's right. Are you back Wednesday or no?
I should be back Wednesday, yeah.
There's the key word, should. We'll look for a Wednesday or Thursday
There you
next
go.
week. All right. See you
All
guys
right.
next week.
Appreciate you guys.
Bye.
All right, later.